Yeah, in the beginning, I would have an encounter with this, just briefly, you know. And a couple years into my ascension, this brief moment has expanded. But then it went away again. I said, damn, Lord, why do you keep taking me in and out of your house? And God says, Hallelujah, I'm teaching you how to be with me permanently. But first, you got to leave everything at the door. Couple years later, after many dark nights, many ascension, I said, Lord, you had made me brand new, but then you shook me up. I feel so good with you. I feel so fulfilled. It's like I'm drinking from a well that never runs dry. How can I ever thank you? And God says, you don't have to thank me. I said, yeah. And he says, but you can tell people about this if you want. So guys, let me do that right now. Hello beautiful people. My name is Alula and welcome to Awaken the Ego. I'm back with another video. What can I say? Merry Christmas for those of you that are into celebrating a pagan events, if I can say. But for those of you who got together with your family, had a wonderful conversation, and it was a good time for you, then Merry Christmas to you. Yeah. Now, let's get down to this video, guys. Today I want to talk about something that's really close to my heart, really. And this content today, guys, I feel so good about making it. And actually, the reason why I feel good about making this is that once you know how to do this, guys, let me tell you something. Your life will get better like 1,000%. And I'm sure of this. And that is how to drink from a well that never dries. Don't you know there's a well in you that God has put inside of you that springs with goodness, and most importantly, it's a river that never dries. It's a river that is so abundant, all that see you, all that hear you, they'll say, my God, why are you so full of yourself, man? They'll say, my God, girl, why are you so confident? You can turn around if you want and say to them, it's my address. It's where I live at. Don't you know? I live at my father's house. Don't you know I got the prime real estate? Don't you know my address is in the skies? They'll say, are you Christian? You say no. Are you Catholic? You say no. Are you a natural man? You say yeah. Are you a spiritual woman? You say yeah. All right, let's get down to the points, guys. How to drink from a well, how to drink from a river that never runs dry. Guys, this river is your imagination. Yeah, it's your wonderful imagination. Guys, your imagination is your Lord's house. Mm. You know, if I can talk about imagination, guys, let me tell you something. Your imagination is the real you. Your imagination is your real identity. Your imagination, guys, is who you really are. That's why God says, in order for you to inherit the kingdom of a living Father, you must be like children. What does this mean? This means, guys, children, they have imagination. They can be whoever they want to be. A kid can be a Superman. But most importantly, in his mind, he is really a Superman. He dresses like a Superman. He sleeps like a Superman. He thinks like a Superman. Now the trick, guys, is never to grow up. And another important point, guys, is to merge your imagination with your ego. Now, what does this mean? What this means, guys, is that those two are necessary to create your heaven on earth. But if you just think from your ego, then the ego will lose its confidence and crash out. Now, the best way to marry the two, guys, is to live in your wonderful imagination. You know? But now, you gotta come down from your imagination to your ego, because, guys, ego is what makes it possible for it to come together in this three-dimensional world. You see, the thing about ego is like, ego is meant to be a good servant. Now you have given your ego an instruction, which is your imagination. Now, you gotta come down from this frequency and then come to the ego. Once you come to the ego, since you have given your ego instructions, now this ego, since its number one job is to keep you safe and find the best way to make that happen, you have given it, guys, the right instruction. Now, the more you live in your imagination, guys, the more you are drinking from a well that never dries, the more you print this imagination into your subconscious, guys. And the more you're living in your Father's house. Yeah, now, to drink from a well that never runs dry, you got to give back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. You got to turn your back from the world, like they say. You know what I'm saying? You get to part ways, guys, with the devil. The thing about Caesar is like, damn, Caesar. Caesar has so many rivers. So many rivers that look well, wonderful. But these rivers have no depth. These rivers, guys, they look so fulfilling. But, yeah, returning this, there's a river that belongs to Caesar. You know, it's a river that would never fulfill your thirst. You know, guys, in order for you to live in your father's house, you got to turn your back on the Caesar. You know what I'm saying? Alright, like this video, subscribe to this channel. Until your next vid, God bless, and take care. Bye bye. See you. Yeah.